Hello and welcome to Liechtensteinese derby inside the Polish League. As you probably noticed, I am playing against Janusz Szulc, who uses the nickname R1 Talon. What do we have here? Marshall Plan, Nuclear Test Ban, High Cards, Defectors, Decoy, Vietnam Revolt's Blockade, and two scorings, Middle East and Europe. I think I'm gonna open like under Marshall Plan, but headline Europe scoring. I have blockade, so no risk even if I'm perched. I have nuclear test ban for the rescue. Actually, if I'm perched, there is a risk that I either play blockade or decoy, but in this case I just play blockade and lose West Germany. I don't want to be forced to play decoy anyway. So yeah, let it be this and Middle East scoring, then hopefully Marshall Plan and European domination. Janusz is too strong for me to allow any mistakes. On the other hand, I've already committed so many mistakes in this league that the only outcome this game may have is taking off Janusz's chance about doing anything meaningful in this league. Very unfortunate that he had let headline Cambridge 5 against my double hand, double scoring I mean, because now he may quite easily take France, although if he does it, he's gonna be vulnerable to realignment rolls. But if he puts one in France and follows it up with duck and cover, well, I guess in this case I just have to dump Europe scoring right now. I wonder what I would do if I were in his shoes, but I guess France is the obvious target, the most obvious. If he has duck and cover, France followed up by duck and cover to France. If he has duck and cover and Truman. Okay, this is also something. Alright. That was exactly enough to be reparable. And he probably doesn't have any other 4-op cards. Because otherwise he probably wouldn't have used China. Of course, okay. So blockade the hold card, I guess. I will not need Marshall. What I rather need is Lebanon and access. So goodbye defectors. I think he wouldn't play the China card. Of course, it would be better that he had rolled one, not only because I would have one more, but mostly because I could use Marshall Plan as an event, which was exactly what was necessary. Okay, so let's maybe instead of dumping Europe, let's first space. Just to be the first in space, because ending the first turn with 13 points would be something. 13 points as USA. I know it's gonna be 11 due to military operations, but still. This just calls for the event. Yeah, let's have a jump here. I know it might have cost me the ability to score European domination. Yep. Because I'm not gonna give up Asia that easily. On the other hand, I'm getting rid of his really nasty cards. And he had to over-invest twice. So Vietnam revolt's gone for good, decall gone for now. I got Asia and oh, this is a nasty hand. On the other hand, if this hand gets purged, it's absolutely harmless. I can't do anything better in Asia, and Asia can easily get worse, so I think I'll headline Asia. I will try to hold the China card, so I'm playing the entire hand. If purged, this is just a handful of one-off cards with UN intervened blockade. Oh, headline distal. So I may lose Asia. Yes, this was one option, but he has to pay for it by removing one distal into Pakistan, which he wouldn't rather want to do. Of course, he has targets to move from Vietnam, Finland, Austria, not Vietnam even. I'm not sure about this Pakistani move. But now I'm sure about the fact that my position is not convincing in the Americas. Okay. No use crying over the spilled milk. NORAD first. Instead of East European unrest. Mainly because I'm considering playing East European unrest for the event as my AR6. Of course, I'm still open to an option of playing the China card because, well, my hand is really poor. Yeah, boosting Italy. This is good against Truman. Let's get here to secure some Middle Eastern position. I'm not sure about Nazis. Nazi scientist may... Oh! A pity it is eliminated. But I don't want to give him this event. That's a very good reason to play it, especially as USA. As USSR, I could consider holding it. This may indicate that I'm going to play the China card. I'm not saying no, I'm saying probably not. I just want to have this opportunity without limitations like I have to put one in Thailand. Oh, he had the purge. And he's equalizing the situation in the Middle East, but not dominating it still. Okay, let's play the event, threatening Europe immediately. But guess what's back? Middle East is back. No, Europe. Nasser is back. His only meaningful coup targets are in the Middle East. So I'll dump the scoring right now. He knows about Olympic Games, Indo-Paki, US, Japan and Nasser in my hand. He shouldn't be able to reveal any other card. Okay. That's a poor man's Marshall Plan, but very justified in this particular situation. Indo-Paki doesn't really change that much in Asia. I'm not gonna dominate Asia anyway, probably. And I'm not gonna be dominated in Asia anyway, due to a bunch of Southeastern Asian countries. Of course, it would be nice to win this anyway. Romanian abdication is no longer a free card, because Europe is gonna be dominated after. He failed this coup, quite fortunately. I haven't seen the goal, so let it be this. Despite Romanian abdication. So, yeah, he may boost here. Now it's time to do it with 1/3. It may no longer be so. And I actually won the war. Okay, he should overprotect Pakistan, because I may take it with the China card, and this would lead to my domination in Asia. Of course, a player of his strength never misses such a thing. Hold card, I guess blockade. So I'll have to bite the bullet and trigger Nasser. Olympic Games. I don't need Canada particularly, but something has to be boosted due to Romanian abdication, so might be Canada as well. I should probably make a step into Algeria. Oh no! Why the hell? Did you have to draw it? So both the cards, although one was granted by my spacing on the first turn, still. Yeah, the Cambridge 5 on the first turn was also helpful. Yeah, let it be Turkey. It's always a target where I can take points from in case of some Cuban crisis. So South America is looking very bad. The goal, okay. When in doubt, fight against contested battleground. Well, his distal turned out to be enough to fight for South America, but actually I feel he had very many points to achieve it. Containment, yeah. Actually, I should have remembered about containment, and I could space Nasser, and I must admit I have forgotten about this card. So let it be this way. Where are socialist governments? None, not here. Let's hope not in his hand. A red hand, but not too bad red hand. Blockade with OPEC, we will bury you spaceable. U2 incident, quite playable. No better headlines than this, I guess. So So Korean War gone for good. Mexico more or less protected. So perhaps I'm not going to even play the China card. He actually allowed me cooing. And I have a boost in Americas. So let's try to grab Brazil. Unfortunately, I have U2 incident as the best card to do it. But it is a good card. And it was a good roll. Now is where the funny part starts. Blockade is a playable card, yes. OPEC is not. Fidel is hardly. We will bury you is certainly not. Arms race, it could go for the event. But I think ops in Southeast Asia could be worth at least the same, plus giving me a good position. Plus I really want to contest battlegrounds. Salt negotiations. Is there anything worth taking? Not really. About Europe. East European unrest is of course self-reparable, and he only needs to repair Poland and East Germany. Yep. I don't think I'm contesting Southeast Asia any longer. That's just it. If I have to, I may play Fidel, but I don't want to have to. So salt negotiations for the event would only be hunting for the extra VP from the military operations. Okay, but this is enough, I guess. My Brazil is isolated. So let's put one in Uruguay. Making use of Latin American death squads actually, because Uruguay is hardly couable by him now. So I don't think he's gonna do this actually, and without it he's not in a good position to attack Brazil, and even if he does it successfully with realignments which he tried already, I'm in a good position to return. Of course, playing salt negotiations or giving him Fidel. As said previously, Fidel is not the end of the world. And we have a great candidate for salt negotiations. So I could space Fidel now, saving we will bury you in case of some missile envy. He may then play one small step, forcing me to play salt negotiations. Of course, if I'm able to, I am gonna space we will bury you this turn. Things are getting nice. On the VP track at least. So one more VP from salt negotiations, plus grabbing the Voice of America. Why not? Another card worth taking into account would be Special Relationship, but the Voice of America is certainly superior. And Cuban Missile Crisis is kinda sorta great under the circumstances, like Defcon at 5, very wide hand, the Voice of America in my hand, and his empty Cuba. And him expecting me to headline the Voice of America. So, I guess he's not cooing with junta. He technically could by putting 2 into Cuba, then removing it, and then using junta for a coup. But the engine doesn't allow it. It should be allowed by the rules, but this is the engine bug. Ooh, we are rich, aren't we? He is provoking me. To play the Voice of America in a somewhat wasteful way. This is worth a 5. A 2 if I coup successfully. This is worth a 6. A 3 if I coup successfully. When in doubt, south is more important. But Formosan is a better card to perform it. I should keep shuttle diplomacy for quite a long time, due to his possible missile envy play, attempting to grab the Voice of America from me, or possible quagmire. Sadat is gonna be played for an event, but late in turn. Come on, how rich can you be? Okay, I'm no longer waiting for it. I'm just trying to gain some space here. This is not a game of good realignments. Or is it? He had south scoring. Oh well. So shuttle diplomacy and keep duck and cover in case of missile envy. Or keep duck and cover for headline next turn, because it's quite a useful and good headline actually. Scorings remaining: Europe, Asia, Africa, Central America. I think that's enough there. I still have OAS anyway. Would be enough to expel him. Eventing UN with our men in Tehran. Whoa. That's kinda sorta nice. Okay, let's expel him. And just in case he tried to do it, due to Panama Canal returned. Of course he knows I'm holding the Voice of America. I think I could deny him presence on the Middle East, which is not particularly strong because this region has been scored already. He could put one more in Nigeria so that I couldn't expel him from there, But this is how the Voice of America, about known by the opponent, works perfect as a threat. Of course, he doesn't have any DEFCON suicide card like CIA. Yeah, five-year plan. So the Voice of America. Cut, cut, cut. And. Yeah, no particularly good last target. But actually Angola is the target accessible by me. On the other hand, this interferes with my duck and cover plan. Yeah, let's just boost Central America. 2 points gained. This is kinda sorta good hand. Maybe not even for duck and cover. Brush war. Italy, great target for brush war. Let's first bird trap him and count his attempts. Asia scoring. Okay, brush war was the only meaningful chance to do anything about it. Failed on the first attempt. That's very good. I have the I have Cultural Revolution, so probably playing the China card it's not the worst thing I could do. Central America, Europe, Asia, Africa, sorry. Africa just looks like a target. On the other hand, do I have to do it now? Certainly not. But what? Socialist governments? No. I don't want to activate it. Nuclear subs, I may be wanting to activate it later. Warsaw Pact formed after brush war against Italy. Allende, too risky in case of a failed coup. I really need a good coup. Liberation theology for space race. Nuclear subs for further coups. But actually I'm not forced to coup now. And now Cultural Revolution is a perfect card to perform a coup in Nigeria, hoping to roll more than one. Ooh. He isn't so easily released. From the trap. third attempt, he got off. Okay. Successful. And Europe is dominated, and Central America is dominated, and I have an advantage in VPs by 7, and Africa doesn't look tragic. It does now look dominated by him. Okay, what am I doing with the nuclear subs? I'm holding 2 cards, so black and cover may be one of them. But if I want to play nuclear subs, it's now or never. Since if he quagmires me, I have things to discard. And Africa is just begging for the nuclear subs. Allende, Warsaw Pact formed, duck and cover if I need one more. If he has CIA, okay, he gets off with this. But for the price in Africa. Oh, he had Africa. That is a pity. But I'm gonna attack Africa anyway. There may be no reshuffle. I'm drawing 7, he's drawing 8, so no, there is gonna be a reshuffle. Okay, Allende is meaningless. And this coup was just enough. The problem with Warsaw Pact is that he can equalize Europe with the help of this card. But fortunately enough for me, he rolled very poorly with Che against Guatemala. So I'm still leading Central America by enough. I'm not gonna hold duck and cover. And yes, he evented Quagmire on me as expected. And Liberation Theology was a free escape. So Central America and Europe are coming. Europe is in his hand. Central America is in my hand. And I guess we don't have any cards redrawn. I got 7, he should have got 8, but let's check it once more. So I assume he's gonna headline Long Gunman. And he must have Muslim Revolution in hand. Okay, my last when did he place US Crisis? It was turn 2, yeah. So my last drawn card was Willy Brandt, and USSR is drawing first, USA is drawing second, so There wasn't. Okay, his one card could be redrawn, but no, I was checking it. It was 15. Okay, so Missile Envy comes with no downside risk. Okay, Brezhnev Doctrine was also a card he could headline, and now Missile Envy gives him several more options. But he doesn't have... I forgot what I wanted to say. Okay, I don't need Willy Brandt, I don't need Suez Crisis, I don't need socialist governments. And now the real reshuffle came and I got nice cards. I assume he's gonna coup Panama. He doesn't get Fidel, yes, this is what I was meaning to say. And this is important because Central America is going to be contested this turn, as he knows about me having it. I know about him having Europe. No, he doesn't have Fidel. And it's a 3 VP swing here, so I think it's worth even risking Ortega. After all, I'm not spacing anything this turn. And Fidel was spaced, I believe, on turn 5. No, it wasn't turn 5. It wasn't also turn 6. Yeah, it was turn 4. With Europe in his hand, these 3 points from Central America may be really important, because I'm coming much closer to the victory in this game. I can and will attack Europe with John Paul prior to playing Warsaw Pact formed, and maybe, just maybe, I could try to space John Paul. Okay, this is how he can fight for Central America, and failed. And seems to be amused about it. Well, I'm not complaining about it. I think he has Panama Canal returned, but I'm not gonna be that greedy. I want to have an access to Panama. So now that Muslims are gone, Middle East looks good, South America looks quite good, Africa, why not? The best thing about it is that Europe and Central America, the two contested regions, this turn are to be scored. He also kinda sorta stuck on the China card, because if I score 7 from Central and 5 from Europe, he can't afford giving me 2 more from Nixon. How I learned can be used to grab another 2. Yeah, his Brezhnev can be annoying. And I couldn't do anything about this. Okay, I could coup now in Nicaragua, trying to take 1 more, but I'm not going to, because I don't feel I have time to do things like this. I should first take care of Central America. No, you can't have Africa scoring. You can and do have Europe scoring. Yes, this Europe scoring I was talking about. Okay. So now I can play Warsaw Pact formed, and what to do with these points? I need mill-ups, preferably not from how I learned. I can keep how I learned just to grab these 2 more victory points. Maybe that's what I should do. But what to do with this Warsaw Pact then? Okay, let's resolve event first. The problem is, if I try to equalize Africa, he will probably coup. So I won't get my points from how I learned. Israel is a potentially contested battleground. Now, you know what? I will go to Poland. Just increasing chance that I win this game on Europe scoring, in the final scoring. Now, region by region, Middle East is about even, Asia is about even, and is not gonna be dominated by him even if he wins Indo-Paki. Africa is dominated by him, and it may be tough to do something about it. South America may be dominated by him if he grabs any country, but he shouldn't be easily able to grab Brazil and Venezuela after. He's probably playing Panama Canal returned. Shouldn't be easy as well. Okay, so Flopo. No need to contest Africa if it has such a shape. Panama Canal returned, yes. So how I learned to earn extra points. Yeah, he wrote that he's skeptical about whether he could save this game. Okay. I think continuing making him skeptical can work. I could do better, I guess. I could play Ussuri River Skirmish, threatening immediate Nixon. And yes, I must admit, he didn't have luck this time, despite having quite good hands on turns 1 and 2. Yet the game isn't over. Iranian hostage crisis, so I assume he wants to terrorize me. Okay, realignments here. Good, good. Cooling with Cambridge 5, but we're in Thailand. How does it change the outcome of Asia? Not very strongly. Does it mean he has Asia? I think it means I should check it. Because if he has Asia, I suppose he should score it right now. He didn't. Thank you for watching and see you next time.